Moviefone Spotlight. A Marine and his 2 sons set out on a desperate rescue mission across the western United States in the dramatic thriller Encounter, starring Riz Ahmed and Octavia Spencer.
This is Mission Control to Jay. I can't believe it's been 2 years since I saw you last. I'm heading out on another secret mission. I want to come see you, but I need to keep fighting. Everything I do is to protect you.
When you work with younger actors that aren't jaded and haven't kind of, maybe been on the film sets as much, they bring a lot of, you guys brought a lot of honesty and authenticity and realness, and it really kind of kept me on my toes and made me think about, brings you back to what acting's really about, in the end of the day.
I needed to have, a very strong instinct that they were going to work as a family. And in the same way that if you shoot a love story, you hope that there's going to be chemistry between the 2 leads on set. It's a similar concern you have, if you're making a story about a family or you're doing a film about friendship. You still need to have that connection be very real.
Yeah, I think Lucian-River was just always so focused and prepared. Aditya was always willing to improvise to the extent where I don't think he read the script or said a single line that was in the script. So, different approaches, but both inspirational.
Dad, we're back.
Come here. Keep your eyes open. The game is called Get in the Car as Fast as Humanly Possible. You gonna let him beat you?
It's a road movie, so there's a lot of scenes set in cars. And when me and the cinematographer were watching different road movies to try and figure out what our aesthetic approach should be, we realized quite quickly we had an aversion to films that, car scenes that were set in studios. One of the kids had never acted before on screen. I don't want them sitting in a Jeep Cherokee in front of a green screen or a big LED panel. It's not going to be the best environment for them to be authentic on screen. So it was an aesthetic approach, but also just a kind of approach because of performance.
I think being with these guys is so amazing that I don't think
It just distracts you.
Yeah, it kind of gets you away from the fact that you're in this car for a lot of hours.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. We created raps and thumb wars. We had tattoo battles and things like that.
I just never also wanted Riz to be acting opposite doubles, which is something that every director who I spoke to told me I would be doing, and it was so important that this kind of familial chemistry was really present on screen. So, it makes all the difference.
This operation extends to all adjacent states. They have no idea the kind of danger that they're in.
I live in that world of, FBI true crime. And so, as I'm reading it, I'm already doing that sort of profiling.
You always wanted to create jeopardy in a thriller, and one of the scariest things I could think of was if this father was going to be dangerous to these children. And my heart sank when we got to that point, and Hattie felt like she knew him and that he wouldn't be that. So that's what the FBI, projected. Wasn't necessarily who Malik was.
If we do this thing right, you will always be a hero to your sons.
No! I mean, Riz would say sometimes, when you're angry at someone, preserve that moment in your heart and let that emotion out when you need it. So that's what I learned from him a lot.
But how did he feel when I was yelling at you in the scene? Did you kind of think after the in the movie, if I was yelling at you in any scene, after the scene, did you feel annoyed at me? Were you like, nah, I don't want to be friends with Riz? Or could you tell nah, he's just acting?
Nah, he's acting.
Yeah.
Y'all ever heard of the 3 Musketeers? Toughest soldiers there ever was. They could survive anything because they stuck together. Now you telling me if we don't stand by each other, we can't get through anything?
Yes.
I know we can.